really don't like the standard suggestion channels where it's just messages that users can post freely. It seems like a lot of times that ends up being very bloated. There's a lot of chat messages. I went through my old suggestions channel not too long ago, and probably at least 75% of it was just garbage that had no relevancy at all. Recently, I've made a suggestion bot where you click on a modal, you click on a button, and then a modal shows up. You enter what you want. It adds that suggestion to the Trello to-do list. This is pretty nice because you can check off things, you can move them into done or doing or whatever category you want, and you also know who the Discord user was that posted it, and you still have good spam mitigation, and you can blacklist someone if they continuously post garbage suggestions. First variable you're going to need is your Discord public key. So you create an application, and then you're going to go to the general information and get the public key. It is okay for this to be leaked to anybody. It is not secretive in any way. The private key, which Discord doesn't even share with you, the developer, is used to sign the message, and this public key could be public to anyone, and it still wouldn't be a security issue. The second thing you need is the ID of the list that you plan to have the suggestions go into. You can get this via the API, the Trello API. Personally, I prefer just doing it through the developer tools. So it's Control-Shift-I to pull up the developer tools for whatever browser, and then you just click Add a Card, and then you just type in the test message, and then it'll send a request to Trello.com/v1/cards. It's the first post request you'll see after submitting a card, and then you just go into the request in its ID list, and so you just double click this and then copy it and then paste it into the code. And then the second and third things you get from the same website. You get them from Trello.com/app-key. I'll include this below. And so you'll have the API key right here. I may have had to click a button to get this, I don't know, it's pretty simplistic, it's right here. And then for the API token, yeah, you click this token link right here that's above my cursor, and then it'll ask you to authorize. You just scroll to the bottom, you wait a couple seconds, you click authorize to like the Trello app or auth or whatever, auth.how, and then it'll give you your API token. And so API key, this one first, that goes in the top variable. The API token goes in the bottom variable. And then for band IDs, this is for Discord IDs. So if you copy someone's Discord ID by going to their profile here, or it would show in the Trello suggestions, like it would show right here. You just click in here, double click this and copy, and then you can paste it into this band IDs list in the brackets, inside the brackets. And then if you just have one ID, you just leave it like this and save it. If you have multiple, you're going to want to do a comma and then the next ID after that. So we'll paste in whatever ID is after that, and you just keep doing that, a comma every time. So once you get this up, this is PHP, so you can get it up on any website. If you need a free one, there's 000 web post, or there's Oracle free, so you could set up a free VPS forever right now until they end the program. And then you just specify your URL and the interaction endpoint URL. Once you specify it, the bot cannot be used to accept / commands through anything like discord.js or discord.py. So you would want to make another bot if you you can't use the same bot that you run discord.js or discord.py on if there's / commands, but you could run a discord.py or discord.js bot if it was text commands. So that's pretty interesting. And then the reason why you have to set that Discord public key, and the reason why you can't get rid of all this, is because Discord validates that you have set up the security correctly when you save the URL. And if you didn't, then it won't let you save the URL. And so after you do that, then you're going to want to go to the bot section. You're going to reset your token, and then you're going to go. This is a quick way to do it. You can go to recbin.com. First, you paste in the link of where the messages go to. So you would just do Control-Shift-I, and then you would send a message to whatever channel you plan on sending it to, and then you just copy that message. It looks like it's like discord.com/channels and then a bunch of like /IDs after that, and then you would paste that link in here, and then you would do authorization, custom, and then you do capital B OT space, and then you paste in the token that you got from this other section over here. And then for content, you'll paste in this. I'll have a pastebin link in the description of it. And then for the embeds part, if you want to have that customized a bunch, you can use discohook.org, and you can customize the color of the embed and all that fun stuff. And then you can click JSON editor, and then you can just copy this and blend it into JSON if you know what you're doing. And then for this, the button really shouldn't matter. I mean, if you're just running one script, it's not like you need to really separate the buttons or anything. So you just fill that out. And here's where the fields are for the modal. When you click the modal, the pop-up, and I put min length to this so people can't just like put something blank or whatever, something weird like that. The style being 2, that means that it's a long response, like a paragraph, like they can do multi-line. You can change the style 1 if you wanted to. Yes, and make sure that for the headers that you set it to headers user agent is anything, just anything. Just put it as anything. I think you can even do blank too. It just can't be if you don't set this its own browser user agent, and then Discord has set up their Cloudflare firewall rules to block browser user agents on the API, so you have to do that. So rec bin link, so I'll just put this in the description, and then you'll be very easy. You just put in your token, bot token after that. Change the stuff in content if you want to make it look different, which you are going to. You're going to want to probably change these links and whatnot, and then you can just click send. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that this was helpful. I think that this is way better than the standard way of doing suggestions, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you.